在想你，和你在一起后的每天，很多话你都还没听见，就突然已经走远。
What's up, everybody? Xavier Gunn here in the building. How you all doing? Now, Damian Wayne has been a controversial character since his initial debut, due to him being arrogant, brash, disrespectful, overly violent, and in general just a complete piece of shit. But today we're gonna watch him get humbled a little bit by the man himself, Jason Todd. Which honestly, I can't believe you would want to go up against Jason. To my knowledge, he is the toughest Robin, so beating him ain't exactly gonna be a cakewalk. Once again, the YouTuber that we're watching is Zero. Great channel, solid channel. The link to the original video will be in the description below if you want to go see the original for yourself. Great, let's get on into this.
The story begins with Jason Todd sitting alone in a bar when suddenly Damian approaches him. Damian says, "You look like crap, Todd." Jason replies, "Damian? Are you even old enough to be in here?"
Jason, Damian has literally killed multiple people and gotten away with it. And yet you're concerned about him not being allowed to be in a bar? I would say underage drinking would be pretty minimal compared to all the other crimes that he's committed. Just saying. If he can slice a dude's head off, you can definitely pour him a little bit of scotch here and there.
Damian points out that Texas law allows minors to be in establishments serving alcohol as long as they are accompanied by an adult, which apparently is Jason in this case. Damian insists that they need to talk, but Jason firmly responds, "No, we don't." This leads to an argument between them. Due to a misunderstanding, Damian mistakenly believes that Jason has betrayed them. In a fit of anger, Damian grabs Jason and accuses him. "It was you," before launching himself at him. Jason tosses him out of the bar. Damian wastes no time changing into Robin's costume. He's all set to take on Jason. He's convinced that Red Hood's nothing more than a glorified street fighter.
A street fighter that was also trained by Batman. Like honestly, I figured Damian would be smart enough to understand that if he was with Batman, he was likely being trained to be a great fighter, as well as being unpredictable. Also, like Damian, Jason is also willing to kill who he's fighting. So to me, I just feel like Damian should have been like more cautious before just lunging himself at Jason like that, because there was no telling, he could have got himself stabbed in the neck doing that or something. But yeah, it's just classic Damian Wayne. Thinks he can beat everybody.
With his only advantage being his size, which Damian can easily use against him. Jason shouts, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" Damian kicks him in the face. Jason grabs Damian's hand, warning him, "Damian, don't do this." Damian says, "You're pathetic. I don't know what father ever saw in you." Jason replies, "Are you kidding? I gave up my life for Bruce's cause." Damian says, "You got cocky, and the Joker rearranged your brains." He hops on top of Jason and snatches off his mask, and then he electric shocks him. Jason wasn't really up for a fight, but everything shifted when Damian took it too far. He crossed a line that not even Batman would cross.
I mean, Jason, you've also crossed lines that Batman wouldn't cross too, so again, this entire interaction between these two just feels like a huge devil's advocate kind of situation. Because to be honest, in my opinion, they're more or less kind of the same. Like, they're literally trying to criticize each other for doing things that the other has already done. "Oh, Damon, you're so arrogant." Well, Jason, you were arrogant too. Hell, that's what got you killed in the first place. And vice versa. Like, quite literally, neither one of them is in any position to be giving the other a moral lecture.
And Red Hood made sure Damian understood that. Jason was now furious. He pulls his cape and says, "Never liked wearing the cape. Too theatrical." With a swift motion, he hurls Damian into a nearby car and says, "I'd ditch it before it gets you killed." Jason then lands a solid hit on Damian's back. Jason began relentlessly pummeling him, delivering blow after blow, and then says, "You're always thinking you're the smartest person in the room, and I'll admit, you are pretty smart, but you're still just a kid with a lot to learn. Consider this my final lesson. Don't start a fight you can't finish." Damian reveals a bomb strapped to his chest and says, "How's this for a finish? Because even if I lose, I'm going to win." Jason, unimpressed, responds with a smirk. "Nice bluff, kid. Been dead once. So have you."
I mean, Jason, I don't think he was bluffing. Keep in mind, he was raised by the League of Assassins. So to be honest, I don't doubt that he'd be willing to get himself killed just to kill you. Just saying. And once again, Jason, considering the things that you did, still not in a position to talk. But at the same time, I do agree with him. Damian most definitely needs to calm down on that little high horse of his and stop thinking that just because he is the son of Batman and the grandson of Ra's al Ghul automatically means that he's the strongest, the best, the smartest out of everybody that he goes up against. It's just not the case. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you rock with my content, hit your boy with a subscribe. If you don't feel like doing that, hit your boy with a like because it really helps me out with the algorithm. And also remember to share my videos around because it gets my name out there more. If you want to see what I'm doing in my personal life outside of YouTube, go hit up my Twitter or my Instagram. Both are linked in the description below. I'll see you guys in my next one. Goodbye.